Hey guys, how's it going? It's Douglas here at Drumboy Productions, and today I've got something a bit different for you. I don't think I've ever done a video on these type of masks on the channel before, and it's not because I don't have interest in the franchise that they're from. It's more so just I have a lack of space, and I have more interest collecting the pieces that I do have. To be honest, it's that way with a lot of stuff in the collection. People ask me why I don't have more Friday the 13th, or Nightbreed, or Child's Play stuff, or Leatherface stuff, and it's pretty simple, just a lack of space. I do love all of that. And today's pieces aren't something I would say I love per se, but they do revolve around something I love. Wrestling. That's right guys, I love wrestling too. I just don't have a whole bunch of toys, figures, and masks to show that love for it. More so, some of my closer friends were the ones that were collecting that kind of stuff. I was still all about horror. But enough about me, let's take a look at today's items. So, I have kind of technically already seen these, but I have not taken a close look at them in person. We have two different pieces to look at, and we'll start in the order that they came out. So first up, we have this Bray Wyatt the Fiend mask here in a little cinch bag. This is the deluxe version from the WWE store. And guess what? Another Bray Wyatt the Fiend mask in a cinch bag as well. So I'm going to just take a second look at these bags. This one actually is pretty cool. I like the graphic here. It's really, really difficult to show. The lighting. I'll try to get you guys some better shots of it when the mask is not in it. This one's got some basic artwork, but it's not too bad. A little bit more stylized. I am curious as to why this bag is so much smaller than this one. Now, I think we already know that this is going to be like a half mask and this is a full mask, so that's one reason, but it seems like this one is still a tight squeeze in here because this bag is pretty full and we've got a buckle sticking out of the top. Just to preface things before we pull these out, I want to tell you guys a little bit more about these. Each of these are limited to 500. So very limited edition masks, or at least they're supposed to be. Apparently WWE has many times before said something was going to be very limited edition, and it turned out to not be that limited, so who knows what that situation is exactly, but regardless, these popped up for sale, I want to say April 1st. I think it was supposed to be kind of like an April Fool's thing, or a lot of people took it as April Fool's joke, and a lot of people thought that they weren't actually going to be selling these, but they went ahead and pre-ordered them anyway. And then I believe not too long after that, people received a refund email, as if they actually weren't going to be getting the masks, but then WWE said that that was actually false and they were getting the masks, so I don't know, maybe they did just list them up as an April Fool's joke, like nobody's going to buy these, and then they actually sold pretty damn well, and they're like, well fuck, now we got to produce them. Regardless, I think each of these ended up being right around $275 to $300. I personally don't know how much they cost after tax, shipping, etc., as I did not purchase these. So, let's go ahead and take a look at these pieces. Alright, he is out of the bag. I'm going to take a good quick first look at him. Wow. That's something alright. I will say I'm not the hugest fan of the Fiend design, but it's not so terrible. Like, over time, I've kind of grown to like it a little bit. Definitely not something I would go out of my way to purchase myself, but not too terrible of a design. I do believe it was made by Tom Savini and Jason Baker, and as far as I know, both of these masks are supposed to be out of the original molds. Let's take a look. I guess if they are out of the OG mold, the sculpt is nothing we can really bash, besides it just being a little bit on the cheesy side, in my opinion. Yet again, that's totally up to you guys what you think of the design, but we're here to talk about the quality of the mask. And guys, I am really disappointed in this one. I gotta say, it looks a little bit worse in person than it did in the photos, at least on the paint job side of things. The cast isn't too bad. I'm noticing a few defects, stuff like that could have been patched, could have been fixed, but nothing too huge to complain about. The thing I'm most impressed by is the hardware on this, as it doesn't seem to be too bad. It looks like they've riveted on leather straps on either side of the face, and then on the other side of those leather straps, they have adhered as well as sewn on these elastic straps that go horizontally across the back of the head, and they have a connecting piece here in the back. There's also elastic, it looks like stitched in the mouth for some reason. I don't know how well I can show you guys this with all these straps in the way. Let's see if I can kind of manipulate this. I'm realizing this is almost entirely impossible to show, but basically in the corners of the mouth, here and here, they've put elastic but the mouth isn't cut enough for it to really have much movability, so I'm not sure why they put that there, unless that's just a detail that's on the ring-worn mask. And it appears that they have also stitched an elastic strap under the chin, which I actually do kind of see being pretty helpful to help hold the mask in place, especially if you're going to be taking blows. But overall, man, I don't know, that's just like really poor paint quality. And I mean, I think that's what really matters on this, is the paint quality. The straps are nice, and I was very impressed by them, but when you sit and think about it, you've got maybe all together $10, $15 worth of hardware here, I would think. And I can't justify the price of like almost $300 for this at that. I couldn't even really justify anything past $150. And I still think that's a bit high. And next up, we're going to take a look at the burned version of the mask, which is, yet again, a full overhead mask. Oh no, that's not good, bro. What is this? This is really rough, guys. I just got to show this to you. I hope you guys could really make this out well on camera, because this is rough. This is real fucking rough. This one is more expensive than the previous one. If I'm not wrong, these are closer to $300 and the last ones were closer to $275. Yet again, I did not pick these up myself, but fucking good grief, that is atrocious. Guys, I normally like to do really positive reviews. I like to be very positive about what we're looking at. I'm not seeing a whole lot of things to be positive about here. So far, really the only thing I can see that's positive about these is the fact that they're supposedly from the original molds, or that they're made off of the original sculptures, but the finishing on these is really bad. This one's way worse. You know, guys, like you've always seen like different Freddy Krueger masks that were mass-produced and the burnt flesh looked really bad, but at least it was like kinda okay? This is like if they just said, yeah, fuck it being kind of okay. I don't even know what to compare this to. I really do think Trick or Treat Studios could have done a way better job painting these, and I mean, those are even mass-produced. I don't know why Trick or Treat Studios didn't produce these, unless they did and I just don't know, but I know that Tots has worked with WWE before, and they had the license for a while. I don't know if they still hold it, but are you kidding me? $300 for this? I mean, it's a large cast. It's at least a decent thickness. I'll give them that. There's several defects in the face, which, I mean, it's a burnt Fiend. I guess that's not a huge deal, but I don't know. This hair is really bad. You've got really ratty synthetic hair. Which one good thing I can say for it is it's actually sewn in to the scalp here, or the brains, or whatever this is supposed to be. But the hair itself is just really bad. I might be able to salvage that in some way. I don't know, man. This is pretty fucking rough, guys. Yet again, I feel like the best thing we've got going for us here is the belt buckle, which is essentially just a fucking belt. So, I mean, it's not even like they made those themselves. No weathering on the belts whatsoever. They look like brand new belts. In fact, this one I thought still had the tag on it, but this is actually the WWE licensing tag, so I'll show them both to you guys and just let you make your own decision. Let me know in the comments section down below what you guys actually think of these. In my opinion, these are really bad. Really bad, especially for the price. These may possibly be the worst masks I've ever reviewed. And that really sucks because they are out of OG molds or the OG sculpture. But the finishing on them is just so fucking bad. The paint is already cracking off of the front of this one in several different places. Or it could be just rubbing off from being pulled out of the bag. I'm not sure. Which brings me to another question. I wonder if Bray actually carries his masks around in those cinch bags or if he just has it in something else. Because if so, what's the purpose of those, other than adding just a little bit of value and maybe like a collector's bag to the price? Guys, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just kind of really bummed out to look at these. I feel bad for any WWE fans that got these because I could see Tots producing these for like $80, $90 as a deluxe version mask and painting them and finishing them better than this. So seeing these for $300 is just really disheartening. The good news is the reason that these are here is because someone sent them to me for me to repaint them and rehaul them, make them look a bit more accurate to the ring-worn versions. Obviously, I've never replicated the Fiend mask, but I do believe I can do a better job than this. I don't think it's going to be that hard. So for the gentleman that did pick this up, he will be getting a better mask in return in the end of it, but he's going to have a lot more money invested into it than he really should have. I don't even really know where to go from here, guys. That's pretty much going to be it for the video. I'll be sure to give you guys some close-ups of these masks just so you can see how they'll look. And maybe in the future I'll do like a rehaul video while I'm reworking these. Maybe I'll just set up the GoPro and we'll have it go in the background and we'll make a video of that or something. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Sorry it wasn't a very positive one. Love you all and see you next time.